Welcome to the Professional Drum Shop, 854 Vine Street, Hollywood, California. We have a lovely crew here. They drink a lot, talk a lot. They don't say much, but they keep life interesting. And I hope you'll enjoy our clinic this afternoon because we have Chad Wackerman and company, Leon Ndugu Chancler, Louis Bellson and his 19-piece orchestra, and various prizes to give away in our drawing. This is our 16th anniversary in business. We hope you'll enjoy our show this afternoon. Some of the great drummers of all time could not be here. People such as Chick Webb, Gene Krupa, Sid Catlett, Dave Tuff, Baby Dodds, and so forth. However, we expect we'll all join them someday in that big band in the sky. As I look around the shop, I see tons of drums, thousands of pairs of sticks, hundreds of drum heads, tons of cymbals, silly shit president who's only passing through on his way to Georgia. I also see on my right the Queen's drums. It's too bad we don't have the Queen to play them. I'd love to see the Queen's ass sitting on that bass drum. Oh, how about this one? Pearl drum snares Louis Bellson. Quite a catch, even if we say so ourselves. Louis's been a pro's pro for years, a perfectionist, the guy who's moved some of the biggest acts going, and Louis expects his equipment to give him the same hard-working perfection he gives his craft. As Louis says, I think Pearl drums excel in every department. The perfect choir sound with accessories to match. You can't ask for more. They're simply the best. Thank you, Louis Bellson. You're a pearl of a drummer. What a bunch of shit and advertising that is, that fucking Norland music outfit. They ought to start over. Good God. Isn't that sickening? Wait till Walt Johnston hears this. He'll run right back to Oregon. In fact, he should have never left Oregon. In fact, nobody should leave Oregon. They should just stay there. The web feet up there, you know. And who gives a fuck anyhow? Frankly, I wouldn't live in Oregon if they gave it to me. Now, Tony Briglia and Howie Oliver just came in, and there's a real couple of assholes, I'll tell you. Howie is the world's champion farter and burper, and he could have a contest with Elvin Jones. He'll out-fart Elvin, but Elvin will out-burp him. So we'll call it a draw. You know, this is the goofiest goddamn recording I ever made. But I'm enjoying life. I mean, what the hell? What else is there? Oh, here's another one. Just released. Les DeMerle's Jazz Rock Fusion. Jazz Rock Confusion. That's exciting. God. Well, I wonder what the poor people are doing. Nixon wants to make a comeback. You should walk to the end of the earth and fall off, followed by Ford, Chrysler, and Plymouth. This is the kind of shit that rattles around in my brain, Howie. I just want you to know that. The brain just rattles. Doesn't make much sense, but it just rattles. Tony, tell me, how was it in the good old days? Bad, huh? Just as rotten now, you know. You know, Charlie Barnett told me in 1939, he said, hey, kid, he said, things are lousy. They couldn't possibly get worse. So since 1939, I've watched them get progressively worse. We've hit a new low today. I'm the MC. Oh, boy. What a marvelous day this is. Sun is shining. Breeze is blowing. All the kiddies are coming out to see our fucked up clinic. This may be a bestseller, you know. As Alvin Stoller said to Chuck Molinari years ago, he said, Chuck, so the whole day shouldn't be a total loss. Go fuck yourself. For our next clinic, we'd like to present a drum battle between Elvin Jones, Philly Joe Jones, Frank Butler, and the ever-popular Ringo Starr. And that should be a hell of a mess. I'd like to get Dodo Marmarosa to play piano, but who the fuck knows where he is? Say, Woodchuck just drove up. Hey, Woodchuck, you gonna chop some wood, baby? Well, I'll be damned. The star of the Willie Bobo Hour.
Matter of fact, I'm working
Lowell Woodchuck McPowell.
Yes, sir.
Great drummer, out of work once in a while. But we love him. In fact, what do you think of our proposed clinic of having Elvin Jones, who else do I have? Philly Joe Jones, Elvin Jones, Philly Joe Jones, Frank Butler, and Ringo Starr. That would be a fucking mess, wouldn't it? Huh? Wouldn't that be beautiful? Yeah, Ringo could tie their shoes. You know, because he can't play any fucking drums, you know. And to think of it, he's the second world's most famous drummer and can't play a lick. Well, this is the time to put everybody down. Now here comes my crew, Casey and Jerry. Two far out cats, like right on, baby, you know. God, this is a lovely place. I like this place here.
Here's a royalty check for you in the mail.
A royalty check for Tri Publishing Company. I owe them $4. That's my last hit recording. I owe them $4. You know. Say, how is old Willie Bobo?
He's doing okay.
Yeah, well, tell him I said to suck.
Yeah, we got the Hungry Joe.
The Hungry Joes. Yeah, well.
One beach is just like another.
Oh, a son of a beach.
Okay, this is one of the things we're going to get a chance to quiet down a little bit and do something with the brushes. So this is a composition written by the great Michel Legrand. The arrangement is by Tommy Newsom. And the solo chores are Dick Spencer on alto, Summer of 42. sales pitch, but that's on our latest album, which can be available right across the street. It's, you go out that way and turn left and turn right, and that's where it is. Bob Yeager. That's the drum shop. Okay, we got a little thing called Get Down. Dick Spencer. We have a composition, a new one in our books. We had a chance to do this with the LA City College band. They ciphered it off the first time. So it gives you an idea of what's happening in the high schools and the colleges. So Dick Spencer said, wait, what we played. No, the reason I brought that up, during my high school period, and I'm sure my cohorts here are my same age. I may be the youngest guy in the band, but they remember the time when there were no stage bands. All we had was a concert band and a marching band. And of course today, the concert bands and the marching bands are doing some fantastic things, and they have the stage bands, and they're doing some fabulous things. I brought this arrangement in with Woody James and the LA City College, and like I said before, they cited it. And we had a chance to perform it in Chicago. And it's not an easy one, but it's not a hard one either. My father used to say, never say an arrangement is hard, because if you tell him that, the student will always implant in his mind that's something hard. And he used to say, just make yourself familiar with it. If you're not familiar with it, just make yourself familiar with it. So, fellas, La Bande Grande.